Back in 1920, the USGA Executive Committee discussed international team matches. USGA President George Herbert Walker liked the idea so much that he donated the trophy. In 1922, the first matches were held. The press dubbed the trophy the Walker Cup, and the name stuck. In August 2001, the Walker Cup matches were held at Ocean Forest Golf Club in Sea Island, Georgia. The day before the event, we caught up with Tim Morgan of the USGA.
Well, the Walker Cup is our oldest team championship, amateur team championship, along with the Curtis Cup. It's a match play format, Great Britain and Ireland against the US of A, and it's a great event. A lot of prestige, a lot of history, and of course great golf played, and it's a very friendly atmosphere. It's supposed to be a little more relaxed and good competition and a lot of celebrating of golf and of each other after the day is done. So it's quite an honor to have a Walker Cup.
Preparing his course for an event of this magnitude presented its share of challenges for Ocean Forest Golf Club Superintendent Fred Theus and his staff. Fortunately, they were not alone.
Normally, we have fully staffed about 30 people on my staff. For this summer, I had an additional 20 contract laborers that helped us through the summer, and they're here for the tournament also. And then we've got about 25 to 30 superintendents from all over the country that were generous enough to give up their time and come and be here with us and help us out, and it's made a tremendous difference.
Planning for the event began 5 years ago when the Walker Cup match was awarded to Ocean Forest. To bring this Reese Jones-designed course up to championship standards, additional tees were added to lengthen certain holes. Lots of underbrush was cleared and replaced with natural grasses. And within the past year, all the bunkers were rebuilt for consistency of play. In addition, just days before the event, a major restoration took place along the 18th hole, where weeds had overtaken the area between the fairway and the dunes. Nearly 1,000 tons of beach sand was brought in and shaped into new dunes and completely replanted. About a year and a half before the event, Theus first met with USGA agronomists to discuss course conditions for championship play. Two areas that required attention were the rough and the greens. Ocean Forest features Bermuda rough. It's much denser than the northern grasses that opens are typically played on.
What you find with this is when you get it to about 2 or 2.5 inches, it pretty much hugs the ball anyway. The thing disappears, and it's like hitting it out of barbed wire. So 2.5 inches here is probably as tough or tougher than a 4-inch fescue rough.
Generally maintained at 1 inch for member play, the length of the rough was brought up gradually to keep it tight.
So we came up 1/4 inch a week until we ultimately got at 2.5. And then the USGA thought that was a bit too severe, so we went back down 1/2. So we're at 2 inches, and I think that's it's fair but certainly penal.
When it came to getting his greens in top championship condition, Theus consulted with one of the best.
I was fortunate enough to have Paul Latshaw consult with me this year. And one of the things that we've done together is take our irrigation completely off of the greens. And for the past 3 months, we've just been hand watering our greens and really keeping them as dry as we possibly could and as lean as we possibly could. And of course, in preparation for the event, we started rolling a lot and double cutting, as well as dropping the height down, which we started doing as far back as 3 weeks ago. So all this is kind of peaking at the right time, we hope. And the greens should be 11.5 to 12 for the matches.
Theus can't emphasize enough his appreciation for his fellow golf course superintendents and their spirit of cooperation and volunteerism.
Everybody has done a great job pointing things out, making suggestions, and just chipping in to help me, the golf course, and it's just been great working with these guys.